Welcome to the Doggie Dojo. My name is Trevor Smith, and today we're going to tackle your dog's impulse control. Today we have Ozzy back here again. Ozzy is a dog that I'm training here at the Doggie Dojo, and I'm helping him out to be more successful at home. He has a track history with jumping up on countertops while food is being cooked, diving into the dishwasher while doing dishes, jumping up on mom and dad, and even having to resist a pet bunny that they have in their household. So Leave It is going to be an extremely useful game for them to use at home. In general, impulse control is what we're looking for. Ozzy's impulse is to go chase the bunny, is to go jump up on the counter for food, dive into the dishwasher, jump up on mom and dad when they greet. But we gotta teach Ozzy not to do those behaviors and to do a different behavior instead. And that is key. When your dog's doing all these behaviors you don't want them to do, what do you want them to do instead is the question you should be asking. So we're gonna be answering that for Ozzy today. So first game is a very basic game, and that is just your plain Leave It game utilizing food inside your hand. Couple ways you can tackle this. One of the easier ways I have found to tackle this game is to put food in both hands. Introduce one hand, put the other hand near your side or behind your back. If they leave that food alone, you're gonna say yes, and then reward. Some of you guys would be saying, but Trevor, you didn't say the word leave it. It's crucial that your dog understands the behavior before you start labeling it with words. If I constantly say the word leave it to Ozzy right now, he doesn't know what that means, and it's just gonna get him to start to ignore the word leave it. So we're first gonna introduce the behavior. Yes, and the reward away from whatever they're leaving alone. This will come crucial in a future game we're gonna be playing today. Show the treats. Yes, and then reward. As you saw, Ozzy's trying to do a little shake a paw trick. His dad has been working on lots of different training skills with him. So you might get some of that. You might get some little offshoots of behavior of them wanting to shake a paw and stuff. But all we're asking for is that you just pull your head away from the food. They don't have to be in a sit position, though I do like that he's doing that. And he's like, right now, my impulse control is going out the wazoo, Trevor, as you're talking towards the camera. So now he's done good with a closed fist. You might practice this a little bit longer before you take this next step. You start to do open palm. So this is kind of going to fall into game number 2 here in a second. We're still in game number 1. We're rewarding with the opposite hand away from the food. But dogs get pretty good, as you can see with Ozzy here, of understanding the game pretty quickly, going like, you know what? You're never going to give me the food in this hand, so I'm just going to completely ignore it, which is really good. But then we got to get back to a bit of training mode. So that's what we're going to lead into game number 2. Sometimes switching to the other hand can also be good. So now that we switch to the other hand, we're going to go back to game number 1. So we're going to show Ozzy the food. Leaves it alone. Yes, good job. Let's go to game number 2. Game number 2, put food all in one hand. This is kind of a game that we see a lot in dog agility training. It's called It's Your Choice. And basically what you're going to do is take the food from the pile and bring it slowly to them. I'm going to still wait for him not to push up against my hand. And I'm going to say, take it, and then give it to him. Take it lets him know that he can have it. Before that, even as it's traveling back and forth between the pile and to his nose, it's not his. It's still mine, and I still want him to understand not to be doing this behavior here, nosing, pawing, all that stuff. You're being a great demo dog. And then I'm going to go ahead and make sure that he leaves it alone and say, yes, take it. So that's why you see the first game was so important. The first game kind of lends itself well to the second game. He's like, if you're just going to bring it to me, I'm just going to lay down. And as he goes forward, the hand comes up. I'm not saying, nope, sorry, wrong. I don't want him to be constantly told the wrong thing when he actually really doesn't know what the wrong thing is yet. He thinks like, I see food, I eat. That's just what I do. I see the food, Trevor, I need to eat it. We're just kind of establishing the rules of the game right now with him. Good job. He's starting to get the idea of it. That is so good. I think we're ready for the third game here. And this is a great game that lends itself well to meal times, utilizing their bowl. Oh, we see something here. He sees a dog food bowl and he gets kind of excited. Your dog probably does too. But instead of just putting food in there and just dropping it on the ground and walking away, boring. Let's go ahead and get him to do this with a game. So I'm going to take some of his food, but you could just take a handful of their breakfast or their dinner, stick it in the bowl, and same kind of idea. We might start off with kind of game number 2 with a little bit It's Your Choice with the bowl inside of my hand. He's pushing on it. He's like, oh, food's in the bowl. It must be mine. I have to have it. Please give it to me now, sir. But we aren't there yet. Good job. So we're going to slowly bring it to him. It's good. And as he leaves this alone, what's going to happen is also what people like to call an elevator game. The food goes down towards the ground. He goes towards it. It goes up towards the ceiling. The food goes down towards the ground. He leaves it alone. I may help him halfway. And we do like a little search cookie, which we talked about in the previous video, to kind of reset the brain, reset the behavior, bringing it down, doing a good job, still bringing it to him. It's still not his, still mine. I haven't told him to get that. He's come closer to it, so now I'm going to pick it up again. Maybe do another search cookie away from it. Bring it down towards the ground, slowly and carefully. He's going towards it. It has to go up. He's staying back away from it. It can go down. Now, some people will use a word like bowl or get it or whatever you want to use to mean go ahead, have the food in there. It's fine. It's yours now. And he can have all that food in there. This is what's so crucial and critical. With a lot of leave it games, we say leave it to objects or food or things that they're never going to have. So two things can happen with that. One, they say leave it, and a really good thing happens is they'll just leave it alone. They'll totally ignore it. They won't even address it at all, which is great. But another thing can happen is they hear that word leave it, and sometimes it makes them want it more because they're never going to get it, or they start to get a little depressed, a little bit sad about hearing the word leave it, or they start to act negatively towards it and get frustrated because like, oh, I'm never going to get this thing again. But I really want to go play with those dogs, and I really want to go chase that squirrel. And when it comes to chasing squirrel, probably something we never wanted to encourage. Sometimes we do for a nice reinforcer. Playing with dogs, though, possibly depends on the dog. So sometimes they can have it, sometimes they can't. So practicing that in this instance and letting them have it a little bit, because that is real life, that sometimes you can have it after a while, is good. But then also it recharges their interest into the bowl. If I just said leave it to the bowl and never gave him the food out of the bowl, he would leave it alone pretty quickly. But now letting him have some in it, we have a recharged interest into the bowl. Search. Let's again take a food bowl to a hand. We're going to see him probably want to go forward to this again. He's staying back, which is good. He's a smart dog. Look at that. There we go. Might take a piece of food from the bowl. Good job. Oh, he's going forward again. Picking it back up. I'm going to reset, say search. The reason I'm just resetting is I just don't want him to be right up against this as I bring it back down again. He's going forward. It doesn't go down yet. He's stopped. Goes down. He's leaving it alone. Good boy. I may even get food from me. Oh, it's going back up. And once again, if I were to say the word leave it right now, if I were to say leave it, leave it, leave it, he doesn't really understand the behavior, right? He doesn't really get it. So we don't want to use that word yet. We're getting closer to it though. Once we have the behavior where every time I put this bowl on the ground, he starts to show a good leave it behavior, then I can start introducing the word. Yes, search. Practice this a little bit, see what happens. Yes, get it, good job. Get it, good job, free. It's like, are you sure? Can I have it? Yeah, good. So you see a lot of question marks going in his brain. When can I have it? When can I not? So at this point, we're starting to get a little bit of semblance of leave it behavior. So I'm going to introduce the word so it starts to be clear, like this is the time I leave it alone and this is the time I can get it. Leave it, get it, leave it, take it, whatever word you want to use. So we're going to try it one more time. Search. Good job. I'm going to put some food in the bowl. Bring it down towards the ground. Leave it. Good boy. Take it. Bowl. Get it. Free. You can go ahead. There you go. Good job. Very nice. So there's some awesome progress here. Some clarification needs to be done on my end and on his end just to understand what the game is. And we're going to get to a point where he starts to really understand what leave it means. Before we get to this final game, if you liked today's video at all, please consider subscribing to the Doggie Dojo. And if you have any questions or comments of anything we talked about today, or if you want to see anything in the future on the Doggie Dojo, please leave a comment down below. All right, now it's time to combine all these games into a great leash pulling game that we can teach them to stop pulling on leash and start focusing on us instead. So we have our bowl game. Take a bowl, put some food in it. We have our dog on leash. What we can actually start to do is we can start to take this bowl. We can put it on the ground. It has lots of food in it. And if they pull on the leash, nothing happens. They don't get any reinforcement at all. I'm not going to say a word. I could use a word. I'm actually loving seeing this response because sometimes leashes and dogs' brains start to become a permission to pull. You think, there's no way. I've never wanted my dog to pull on leash. I've never told them it's okay to pull on leash. But in this instance, Ozzy understands, now leave it and not going for the food bowl when he's off leash. But when he's on leash, he thinks, in order to get what I want on a leash, I have to pull. So I'm loosening it up a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to call him back here. Ozzy. Yes, good job. Good job. Yes, good boy. Super. And turn towards it again. Yes, he doesn't have to pull on the leash to get reinforcement from me. If he pulls on the leash, he gets no reinforcement. If he loosens the leash, yes, good boy. I'm going to actually bring him all the way to where I want him walking nicely next to me before I give him the cookie. And when it comes to loose leash walking or walking in general, we want the dog at our side. Yes, good boy. If he stays there, he gets a second cookie. Yes, good job. He gets a third cookie. Very nice. He's sneaking up on it now. That's funny. Good boy. Yes, good job. He sat. He's really understanding the concept of what he needs to do to get this behavior. And he's a good thinking dog. He thinks, well, does sneaking up to it get me the treat? Does sitting in front of the bowl get me the treat? What gets me the treat? And sometimes we can just, instead of just luring him back, we can go, let's go, Ozzy. Just walk him a little bit next to us. Start practicing that nice loose leash, following me game, walking next to us. Yes, he knows it's there. He's no dummy. Yes. But he decided, let's walk by and walk away from it again. Yes, we're doing so good now. Good job. And what I can do to take this game up a notch, like we did with the bowl game, is we can release him to go get the food out of there, restock it, and do this game all over again. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Free, get it. Let him get the food out of there since he did such a great job. Like, he was walking nicely on leash with me. He was being attentive. He was being good. So of course I'm going to let him have that. And that recharges the interest back into the bowl. Because he started to get to a point where he's just like, well, I'm never going to get the food out of that bowl. So we're going to hold him back. We're going to toss some more cookies in there. Take a step back away. Yes, good boy. Very nice. He's starting to get it. He's starting to think it out. It's a good job. Yes, good boy. Let's go. Good boy. Good job. We might walk in between here. So this sometimes helps where I put myself between the distraction. But then reality hits us and having him right next to the distractions. Oh, yes. I love seeing that. That was a mistake on my part, dropping the cookie. But yes, good job. I love seeing him looking at the bowl, making a decision, keeping this nice leash nice and loose so you can make a choice. Yes, good job. What happens so often is we don't give the dog a choice. We go ahead and do this with our loose leash walking. It's loose leash walking, right? That's what we're aiming for. But we tighten it up so much that this becomes the normal. Tight leashes becomes the idea in the dog's head that this is normal. If I don't feel tension in my leash, there's something wrong. We want the reverse, right? We want the dog to feel tension and go, oh, there's something wrong. My person's going somewhere else. I'm not supposed to go get that. So loosen that leash up. Play games like this so you have the ability to start loosening that leash up into a nice little J fashion. Take a step back. Make him think about, yes, good boy. Super. Hold the leash in your dominant hand if you're right-handed, if you like that. And then always reward with the hand closest to the side you want them to be on. And that'll help them glue closer to that side and want to gravitate towards that. Just like he wants to gravitate towards his bowl, they'll want to start to gravitate towards this treat pouch or the food that's in your hand. Good boy. Here. Good job. Yes, he didn't pull towards it. Fantastic job. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to pick up the bowl because I got another reward for him. And that reward is going to be playing with the toy. We're going to take a toy out. We're going to have some fun. Let's go. Let's go. Good job. I don't want him to think that when the training is over, that the fun's over. And this has been scientifically shown to start to build retention in the dog's brain. Putting some fun activity into your training at the end will help them have more retention, more memory for what they just worked on. So awesome job today, everybody. Thanks for joining us here on the Doggie Dojo. When it comes to the Doggie Dojo, don't want to miss any future videos, please subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.